What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV, and first of all, I want to give a shout out to Ticket TV. He was the first one to break this news on YouTube about Pau Gasol and the Spurs agreeing to a buyout of his contract. And very shortly after that news broke, apparently Gasol, once the buyout is complete, he will sign with the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks really are trying to load up. You know, they're really trying to load up for a postseason run. I even saw an article that the Bucks are interested in Marcin Gortat. They're really trying to load up for a postseason run. I know a lot of people still don't believe in the Bucks. I can understand that to an extent because of the history of the Bucks over the past quarter of a century, I'd say. You know, they've been one of the most mediocre franchises in the NBA since the early 1990s. But people forget that for almost a 20-year span, from I'd say 1969 to about 1987 or so, the Bucks, with few exceptions, as far as seasons, were one of the better teams in the NBA. But now, of course, the Bucks are one of the better teams in the NBA, and record-wise, they're the best team in the Eastern Conference. And they are shortly about to acquire a player who is a future Hall of Famer. Now, of course, Pau Gasol is nowhere near the player that he once was. But I did see something interesting. My phone is dying. But anyway, his per 36 averages are something like, I think I saw something like 12 points, 13 rebounds. I want to say like 4 assists and 1.5 blocks, or something around that trajectory, or something like that. Of course, Powell's not going to give anybody 36 minutes per game at this stage of his career. But what he can do is give you quality minutes coming off the bench. A proven playoff-tested performer and player. He gives you rebounding, something that the Bucks already are strong at, but he gives them even more in that he gives them even more outside shooting, and he gives them size. I don't know, man. I have to say now, with all the additions that the Bucks have had, they already got oh man, who did they get earlier? Mirotic. So you have to look at the Milwaukee Bucks as a legitimate title contender. I know most people think that the Warriors are automatically going to win a championship, and they're still the favorite. But I think they're a little bit closer to the pack than they have been in years past this year, just because of the improvement of other teams throughout the NBA, especially in the Eastern Conference. Pau Gasol put a message out on Twitter a couple of minutes ago, and it's regarding his leaving the San Antonio Spurs franchise. I'm trying to find it. Okay, here it is. He said, "Today, I bid farewell to the Spurs. It's been a dream to play for one of the most storied franchises in NBA history, and an honor to be part of the Spurs family. To all the staff, my teammates, the coaches, Pop, RC, And above all, the fans, thank you for making this place so special. Hashtag Go Spurs Go. And of course, Pau Gasol, a decade ago, one of the best power forwards in the game, one of the best power forwards in the 2000s, one of the better power forwards. Of course, he won two championships consecutively with the Los Angeles Lakers back in 2009 and 2010. Pau Gasol this year for the San Antonio Spurs was averaging 4.2 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 1.9 assists. However, he only played in 27 games with the San Antonio Spurs, and this year his place in the rotation had been dwindling to virtually nothing as of late. And of course, because of his I can't even say reduced playing time, to his non-existent playing time, he requested a buyout, and the Spurs acquiesced, and he'll move on to apparently the Milwaukee Bucks. And for his career, he has career averages of 17.1 points per game, 9.2 rebounds, 3.2 assists per game, and 1.6 blocks per game. For his career, Pau Gasol shoots 50.7% from the floor, and he's a 37% career three-point shooter, which is kind of interesting because when he was playing with the Lakers and before that, the Memphis Grizzlies, he really didn't, shoot much from out there. He was known mostly for his post, his game in the post and his mid-range J. He didn't really have a three-point shot. I don't really think he started developing that until maybe when he was with the Bulls, maybe. Well, with the Lakers, toward the end, he started shooting a little bit from outside, but I want to say the last couple of years he's been more of a consistent outside shooter. I'm just checking out some numbers. I'm a fucking stats guy. I'm a fucking nerd. I'm a fucking nerd. Poindexter. For his career, Pau Gasol has 20,890 points, 11,000 rebounds, over 3,900 assists, 1,940 career blocks. Unless he comes back for another campaign next season, I don't think he's going to get 2,000 career blocks. I'm just checking out some stuff here. It's interesting. I'm looking at his total number of three-pointers for each season that he's played, and you'll see the gradual increase since the last few years. 2002, he made 1 three-pointer. 2003, 1. 2004, he made 4. 2005, 1. 2006, 3. 2007, he made 3. 2008, he made 4. 2009, he made 1. He did not make a three-pointer in 2010. In 2011, he made 1. In 2012, he made 7. In 2013, he made 8. In 2014, he made 4. 2015, 12. And here's the increases. 2016, he made 24 three-pointers. 2017, he made 56. That's the year he shot 56 of 104 and shot 53.8% from three-point range that year. Last year, he made 43 of 120. And this year, he's 5 of 10 from beyond the arc. So the Milwaukee Bucks have certainly increased their arsenal. They've shored up their bench even more. And I don't know whether or not Pau Gasol is going to win a championship this year. But, of course, as a veteran player, you always be part of a franchise that you think has a chance of making a deep postseason run. And I have this feeling that this might be Pau Gasol's last year. He's been playing since 2001. You know what I mean? Like, it's a long time to be playing in the NBA, especially for a big man. 2001, when you're 21 years old, here's 2019. That's 18 years. That's a long time for a big man. So tell me what you guys think about this move, man, with the Bucks apparently getting ready to acquire former All-Star Pau Gasol.